Guys, welcome back to the channel yet again. Another video. I'm trying to stay as consistent as possible. So today's video is going to be about my 2025 G80 M3. For those who don't know or have not seen my previous videos, this is the second G80 that I've purchased. The first G80, we did a giveaway on it. So now a lot of people had asked, why'd you get rid of your first G80? What was wrong with it? So in reality, there was nothing wrong with it. When I first ordered the G80, I wanted an individual color, but they had told me that it was going to take 6 to 8 months to get. And I was fiending, I was excited. I was like, I want a G80, I want a G80. What color is going to take the least amount of time? So they were telling me, the colors that they give you there that are not individual, that'll take 4 months. So then I picked gray with blue interior. And I settled for the color, but when I got the car in person, the color was amazing. I forget from the top of my head what color it was, but it was beautiful. I loved it, the combination of the blue on the headlights, the blue on the interior, and the gray. It was just subtle, and the blue just popped. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Did all the modifications to it. If you have not seen, I have a few videos of every single mod that I've done to it. I had done downpipes, intake, AW exhaust. We put it on air ride like we do with everything else. We got some work VSX wheels, camber kits. We did everything. But where I think I went wrong is I decided to wrap the car. And I was torn between purple, which is the color that I originally wanted, and white. So I had gotten a sponsorship on a white wrap. And I said, you know what? Let's wrap the G80 white. We wrapped the G80. It was beautiful. But where I was really unhappy was the orange peel on the wrap. And I'm sure with brands it varies, but there's still orange peel no matter what. I've seen a few wraps, a lot of brands, and they have orange peel, because at the end of the day it is not paint. And that bothered me so much, down to the point where I wanted to get rid of the car, which is crazy, right? Who gets rid of a car because of wrap? I could have just took the wrap off. But because the wrap was so new, and I love the white. I love the white. From a distance, the car looked amazing. It was actually the look I was going for. It's just up close, it wasn't paint, and it really bothered me. To me, I looked at it as like, you have an expensive car, and with orange peel, it just looked like I had a cheap paint job. Again, maybe brands of the wrap vary, but I've had my share of wraps that I've seen and still have the orange peel, and I felt like on the BMW it was just unacceptable. So I was grateful enough to do a giveaway. The winner was from here, Florida. Came, picked up the M3, boom. And to me it was game time. I got rid of the M3. I said, you know what? Let's now get the M3 that I wanted. So I went ahead and ordered the individual purple color that I wanted, which is Twilight Purple. And I was so excited that I was finally able to get the color that I wanted. So basically, when I ordered the car this time around, I added a few packages, or at least one package that I didn't have, which is kind of the heads-up display. Then I added the carbon bucket seats. Now, the first time around, I didn't add the carbon bucket seats because I was getting so many reviews and feedback on the bucket seats being very uncomfortable. And I was afraid of buying a car that I was going to drive a lot and be uncomfortable. But then I thought to myself, this time around, let's get the carbon bucket seats. I seen what they were selling for. There's a lot of people who purchased the carbon bucket seats and they end up selling it, for 6-7 grand with the trade on top for comfort seats. So I said, you know what? The bucket upgrade was $4,500. I'm like, if I get uncomfortable, I can just swap with somebody and make some money off of it, or at least the bare minimum, make my money back and be at square one. So I said, hey, let's do the carbon bucket seats. I'll deal with the consequences later. And the best part about ordering this car, that it still took 4 months instead of the 6 and 8 that they had been telling me on my first G80. So I was super stoked. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So when I first ordered the first G80, I did rear-wheel drive because I was kind of on a budget and whatnot. So then the second G80, when I ordered it, again, I made the mistake of ordering it rear-wheel drive. Then I had called the salesman and the lady back, and I was like, you know what, can we just change it to all-wheel drive? I'll pay the difference with the deposit or whatever the case is. I kind of got a run around for at least 2 weeks, and then they gave me the bad news that it was too late. The only way to get all-wheel drive is ordering the car again, and they weren't able to cancel this one. So what was happening was this one was already in production. So for me to get the all-wheel drive one, I would have had to order it again, which was no problem because I already only had waited, I think, 3 weeks. Well, 3 weeks is whatever. But the issue was that now this one was going to be in the showroom. So now somebody else was going to have the same combination that I ordered, which is the Twilight Purple with the Ford Blue interior. And I didn't want that because when I did my research, there was maybe 2 people with purple and blue interior. One of them was a different purple, and one dude was the exact same purple with the blue interior but no bucket seats. So to me, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna have something that's different that you're not gonna see. It's not common. One of them was in I think Germany or something like that. Then the other purple, he was in Colorado or something like that. So I was like, I'm gonna be the only one with this. To me, it was special knowing that I'm driving a car that not a lot of people have, or rather that a lot of people do have, but they don't have the combination. I like to be different. That's just me. To each their own. 4 months went by, and again, I'm going through it. It's so cool how you get to see every little process of it. And I finally was able to get the car, go to the dealer, picked up the car, and I was so excited. It was everything I ever wanted. So basically, to wrap up this whole yapping, let's show you what my G80 looks like now. Alright, so where do we start? Okay, so let's start with the front end. So the front end, basically, on the other G80, I did carbon grills. This time around, we basically just did gloss black. The carbon is cool, but I felt like because I did it with the other one, I didn't want to replicate the same thing. My initial thoughts were to do the gloss black, so I did the gloss black ducts as well, as you can see here. Then the lip, we kept it exactly the same. So my initial plan, I guess, was to paint the lip, but I felt like this lip was probably not going to look as good painted, and I also had carbon mirrors and carbon skirts, etc. So needed to keep the lower part of the car basically uniformed, where it was carbon fiber front lip, carbon fiber side skirts, mirrors, spoiler, rear splats, I guess you can want to call it, and then diffuser. Would have looked super cool painted, but accents, right? So moving back again to the front. So this one's a 2025. The old G80 that I had was 2024. So they changed the headlights completely. So they call it facelift. So I mean, I like the headlights. The only thing that I kind of dislike a little bit is that I'm not allowed to do the yellow DRLs. Nobody has came up with it yet. And supposedly if you do want to do it, you either have to A, buy the CSL headlights, or B, basically take the headlights apart and redo them, which is kind of sketchy for me. So they're going to stay LED for now. We did front mount intakes as we did on our other G80. Love it. Sounds amazing. We also, moving on, we did this time around, I'm a big fan of work VSX wheels, but this time we said let's support the broski. So we got Chris's wheels from SG Forged. This is the same exact wheel I have on the Mercedes, but without the floating center cap. And the lips are basically 4.5 inch all the way around. Did fully brushed with gold hardware, and then the center caps, we kept them brushed, and then a little accent of gold to go with the hardware. And the brake clearance on this, also insane. I try to keep, let's see if I can show you guys. I'm all for brake clearance and wheels. Hard to see, but it's so close. So this time around, we are running no spacers. No work VSXs. We had a technical situation where we had to run a spacer because it was hitting the caliper. This time around, we took basically our mistakes from the VSXs and perfected it with these wheels, and amazing. So now moving on to the skirts, basically same exact skirts that I had on the other G80, all carbon. And what I had, auto dent collision, which is next door, mask again. And I love this little detail right here, because not everybody notices it. So it's basically an OEM side skirt, all carbon fiber, and we masked, so it's all paint matched, and then just the accent carbon fiber, which hits with the carbon fiber mirrors. It's just the perfect touch. Okay, so now as we move on to the rear, nothing really special, but the setup is basically square setup on the wheels. The offsets are just different, and these are also wrapped in Falcon Azenis. Falcon has to be top tier, top tier. No road noise, no nothing, comfortable. I've driven to Miami 2-3 times and not one issue with these Falcon Azenis. Now moving on to the rear, same thing. Rear carbon fiber, then we masked off everything around, so it's paint and accent of carbon fiber. Right here we painted this whole border all the way around and carbon fiber accents. And then I don't know, but I appreciate that so much. Again, it's just the details that go into little things, you know. And this is nothing against anybody with a G80, but we all know G80s all do the same exact thing. And it's just like sometimes you have to think outside the box. And again, I hate to even sound like I'm, you know, massaging myself in a sense, but I just want people to be aware of the small details, and there's so much that you can do if you just use the head. That's it. Then we move on from the carbon fiber accents and the paint to the carbon fiber spoiler, which is a little OEM style, but it's a little bigger. One last thing before I move on to the just the fitment. Can we admire the fitment real quick? Hold on. The fitment, just look at it. Perfection. And ride height, crazy. So for those who are gonna ask, I am running negative 6.2 camber all the way around. Of course, we're gonna have the haters that you ruined it. Why would you add camber? This car is supposed to be a race car, a sports car. Listen, to each their own. Everybody gets what they like, or should get what they like, and do what they like. The car is yours. You pay it monthly. Who cares what anybody says? You need to make your car represent you, however it is. As long as you're happy, you're the one that comes outside and looks at it, you're the one that drives it. Please, you know, I'm tired of looking at cars and all looking the same because everybody else does the same thing. Be different. It doesn't matter. I don't care what it is. Just be different. Be you, as long as you're happy. But enough inspirational quotes. The blue interior, like, do you just see that? How perfect that is, and it just pops. And I hate tints. On certain cars, I just don't like tints. The interior is so beautiful, which we're gonna move on to. And I just love the blue. It just pops, it appreciates, and it matches the brakes. Then it just moves on to the headlights. Then intake. It's just perfect. It's just, you know, in my opinion, I love this. All right, moving on to the interior. First thing is the blue. You see the blue. Oh my God. So here we have extended leather, which means the whole door panel and the entire dash is leather opposed to plastic. And the big plus, and the reason why I even did it, is the blue. How it just continues from the door panel all the way inside. Now, yes, hold on, before we get to the buckets. So the difference with the 2025 is the steering wheel. Then you have the AC unit here is different. We have 4,100 miles on it, not bad. The carbon buckets, bro. This is the highlight of this car. Are they uncomfortable? Yes, but only getting in and out. Once you're in these seats, it is literally perfect. I have no complaints once I'm in the seat. Now to get out, to get in is so annoying. But you have carbon fiber right here where your balls hold. Then you have carbon fiber here. Then I added carbon fiber package, which comes with this inside and carbon here. Now, this is beautiful. I have not taken the sticker off. You guys know me. I love keeping stickers on everything. Stickers, and then the airbag sticker. Let's move on to the best part of the seats. This is what everybody flexes. The carbon fiber in the back. Now there's two things that people hate about my car. One, air suspension and the camber. And two, this is my favorite feature. that half, if not more than half, of these M3 owners cannot stand is the sunroof. Yes, the sunroof. I love the sunroof. Everyone does carbon fiber roof, and I get it. It's nice. It flows with everything. But I love my sunroof being tilt. And aside from the sunroof being tilt, the color. With the carbon fiber roof, it takes away from the whole color of the car. Like, you can just see it. Amazing. Love it, love it, love it. This car to me is literally built for me. Like, no complaints at all. Don't care what anybody says. I love this car a lot because it just literally, I built it from scratch and nobody can tell me anything. It's not a one that was built for somebody else. It was built for me. But let's get under the hood. So let's start off with the carbon fiber plate cover here and the paint match. I had to paint match. Those who have M3 or know, this is black. So we paint matched it. Again, shout out Next Door to Paint Auto Dent Removal Collision, because they did all the paint and it matched perfect. Everything matched perfect. It looks beautiful. You got carbon fiber, the paint matched brace, and then you have the intakes. Simple. We also did catless downpipes, and one of the cool features is this time around just gonna do catless downpipes, and we're gonna do single mid pipe, which is sounds amazing, amazing, amazing. So what I did as far as the exhaust part, we kept it all stock and we added a valve controller to it. So I'm gonna show you guys a little sound clip with the valve closed and valve open. Also, one thing before I close this engine bay, so now when you order an individual color, it does not come with a sticker stating that it's an individual color. They stopped that in 2024. So there's this guy on eBay that I found that does that for you. So let's see. Right here. So they used to come right here, but now they don't. So the guy on eBay asked what color did I have, and he made me a whole thing. So we put one there, which is very special, where it's supposed to go, and then the other one we put right here. So let's turn on the car and let's hear it with the valve. You want to turn the car on?
Yes.
Go ahead, turn it on. Go ahead, put your foot on the brake. Put your foot on the brake. Yep, now turn it on. Press the red button. So this is with the valve closed, and this is with the valve open. Turn it off. Turn it off. Do it again, do it again. See the intakes? Get. Alright, turn it off. So, because we have the catless downpipes, we have a check engine light. So I have to basically tune the car, and to tune this car, we have to ship out the ECU, and I have yet to get to that point, at least not now. Honestly, mostly because I'm cambered, I have small tires, so even if I tune the car, to be honest, I'm not gonna feel the power. So therefore, I ordered a new set of wheels, which will be a meaty setup. So I guess when that time comes around, I am gonna tune the car and see if we can catch full traction. At least try to catch full traction, and then power of this car to finally try to enjoy it. I guess the power of it. We close out this video, show you guys my ride height. No rubbing. The car drives amazing. I don't scrape on anything. It's literally the perfect ride height. But there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for keeping up with me. I'm trying to stay consistent with these videos. So let's see what other car we do next. Thanks a lot, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
And bye.
And bye.
To you.
Okay, see you on the next one, right?
In this life I gotta get rich, I can't be broke. I was asking favors and everyone telling me no. Wait till the tables turn, we'll see who stays or goes. I don't wanna be outside, I need someone that can keep me home. Yo, I feel so close, but so far. Go home, I go hard, how can I stop when I come this far? I smile outside, deep down I'm scarred. They only see the results, the pain, they don't know the half. It's part of my life's redemption, I see it, I want it, we get it. I still walk with God but battling demons and I can't let them. They say that they love me, but I still don't know their intention. I'm tryna live my dream, they're offering peas, I don't wanna sell it. She only look good in the edit. They take but they won't give credit, the rumors spread like shotgun pellets, I duck and dive.